So gamers, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. It's Silver. Last time, we began progress on Colony 6 reconstruction. Moving everybody back, and, well, completed one stage in the reconstruction. Today, we're going to be exploring around Colony 6 for a little bit. First and foremost, we have the assembly hall here. These item orbs are a little special. If we collect them, Black Beetle, and the forget you not. I pulled that? That's amazing. That's one of Satoral Marsh's really rare collectibles. Yes. These item orbs will pull in items from other areas, which helps you collect the Collectopedia. Thank God. Because some of these are a little tedious, just like that forget you not. Anyway, I want to go ahead and explore the shops around here. The shops in Colony 6 range from two categories. They either suck. This one's just +5 on my crit rate. That one's just... why? Yeah, just really bad things to have here. So yeah, these shops either range from bad, and if I change time, non-existent. Yeah, that's an issue with Colony 6, is that the shops here either suck, they're vastly inferior to, all the other, shops around the world, or you have no idea when they're gonna appear because, well, you have no idea. Fudge, what am I even thinking about right now? They're either time specific or they just suck. There it is. Now then, with those two things covered, I want to knock out some side quests right here, starting with Anna.
Look at this.
Olga is so nice to me. I wonder if it's because she's lonely too.
Look at this.
Hey, psst, over here. Nikita and Kiroki have gone to fight a monster in the ether mine, and it was me who sent them. Good idea. Hey, now the colony is safe. Nikita run too slow. Nikita get eaten by monster if Nikita no hurry. Kiroki, wait. Don't leave me. Come back. What? The monster might attack them back. I only told them because they said they were brave enough. Now it looks like my fault. A selfish girl mistake. We gotta find Nikita and Karaoke. 680 experience, Pierce resist 2. Let's accept it. Alright, so we know that at least one of them is along the splintered path. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on over there real quick. We're gonna head to the drainage outlet. So then, one of them, yeah, should be along this path. It's been a while since we've been to Colony 6. I mean, not really, but it feels like it just because of, everything that we've done up to Satoral Marsh. And just, when we came here for the first time, we were in the low, early to mid-level 20s, and now here we are in the early to mid-level 30s. I should live if I jump down here, right? Yes, okay. So now I can head down here. And right here we have Nikita and a Lazy Hawks, level 34. Yeah, this thing is one level higher than us. We should be very careful when taking this thing out. We have no choice but to take it out because it is facing directly in front of Nikita over there. And, yeah. Let's take this thing out. Okay, so far starting this fight off pretty well. I don't want to jinx anything, but we seem to be doing pretty good. Oh, we got some... We're gonna get into some extra tension. I don't like the fact that you're taking that much damage. I also don't like that Dunban's not even doing anything to get the aggro off. Oh my god, ow. Oh my god. How did Ryan even end up back here? He clearly fell off the edge. Also, it's now raining. I might want to... Okay, I'm fine. I'm very much okay. Okay, yeah, we need to pop that chain attack like yesterday. It doesn't really matter what I do here. I'm knocking this thing down anyway. What? Oh, Dunban was dazed. That could have gone a little better, but we didn't die at least, so I guess there's that. What's up, Nikita? Thank you for coming to get me. It was so scary. At least I can get back to Colony 6 now. I'm sick of being afraid. Kid, you are in Colony 6. So, all that's left is Kiroki, and I'm pretty sure I have an idea where he might be, so... To the drainage control room. And yep, look who happens to be right here, but Kiroki.
Greetings.
You came to get Kiroki. Kiroki enter here, but everything gets scary, so Kiroki stay put. But Kiroki make it further than Nikita. Last time Nikita won who picked most beautiful flower first, but Kiroki win this time. Now, it 556 wins to me, 556 wins to him. Kiroki go back to Colony 6 now. Kiroki tell everyone he beat Nikita. These guys are such good friends. Wow. The fact that they can memorize the exact number of wins they cut over their friend, over one particular friend of theirs, is crazy. Kind of envious if you ask me. Alright, Anna.
Look at this.
You saved them, didn't you? Thank you so much. And I'm sorry. I promise to never ask them to do silly things again. What if they never come back? I don't want to lose them. Quest complete. We're gonna pick our rewards. Not bad. But we could definitely get better. So, that was bad. Saying that in the middle of a belch. So then, let's change things to nighttime and see what we can get. Because there are a load of side quests here. But the one that I'm interested in, Ewan. Let's see what you're up to, bud.
How's it going?
Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to be writing a book, but I have a terrible writer's block. How worrying. But we weren't able to, but we aren't going to let it go, right, Charla? You said it. Although, it won't be easy. Maybe it's to be expected. I haven't really written much. Do you have time to help me? Maybe you can do some research. I need you to ask other residents about love. There, I said it. Are you sure this is for your book? Come on now, tell me the truth. Charla, give me a break, will you? Tell me the truth or I won't lift a finger for you. Well, no, I can't. Just ask around and maybe I'll tell you later. What a quest name. But anyway, we have to speak to an old Nopon inventor, a Homs lady who understands medicine, a stubborn old Homs man, and a haughty young... Okay, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. You can count on us, we'll get it done. Oh, we'll get it done, alright. Well, it looks like two of them are already here for us. And that looks to be Gorman and Olga. I'm gonna start with Gorman first, because he's closer.
Who's this?
You want to know about my record with the ladies, hey? That's quite a thing to ask an old person like me. Well, one day a girl and I went for a walk in a nearby field. And there you have it. 1 month later, and we were engaged. Ah, the passion, the drama. Anyway, Hey, are you still listening to me? I can't believe the youth of today. Why do I even bother? I've gotten that a lot. But not for the exact reason that Gorman's chewing us out for. What do you have to say, Olga?
Well,
You want to know about when I got married? Not much to say, really. Only that I was happy to marry someone strong and confident. It's all about their good points. That's what I think, anyway. I never told you about my husband, did I? My husband was the best confectioner in the old colony. And it looks like we can't get anything out of the nighttime anymore, so off to the day. Looks like we got one up here. Also, welcome back, Nikita. Looks like we gotta talk to Satata. You want to hear about all my lovers, eh? Well, no, that is off limits. All I will say is, follow your heart and have no regrets. Because lonely old people are lonely for a reason. I think Satata's right about that. And, you know, it comes down to the last one, because nothing beats, you know, drama more than Ewan getting, you know, told, giving lessons by a little girl. Alright, let's get it out of the way. You're asking me about love? He said love. How about, love is when you give someone a present. It shows that special someone how you're feeling. And with all that done, let's talk to Ewan.
How's it going?
You really asked around. Thank you. It'll come in handy, I'm sure. Good. It was our pleasure. Yes, mission complete. Let me see. So, I should big myself up, give her presents, and give compliments as well. Yeah. Got it. Thanks. Now I just have to find the confidence to put it to use. Matriana, here I come. Yep. We all knew who it was. Just based on his, you know, quest chain back at the refugee camp, we all saw this coming. Ryan, that is not time. This is not the time to be shadowboxing. All right, he has another quest for us. Charla happens to be the commenter again.
How's it going?
The advice you collected for me was perfect for writing my book. I've been sweating blood and tears to finish it for Matriana. The book has to tell her everything I feel for her, but I'm worried about whether it'll make her understand my feelings. I'm here to listen. So you intend to help, Charla? Don't you, Dunban? Let's hear what they have to say. She won't, will she? I said I was ready, but I just can't find the courage to hand it to her. That's why I decided to go on a trip to find some courage. That sounds dangerous, Ewan. It's no walk in the park outside of the colony. Don't you think I don't know that? Or I know that? But I have to go. When I face a terrible beast, I'll face it as a man. Then, I'll have the courage to give Matriana my book. Matriana isn't a monster. She won't bite your head off. Well, I understand that. But if she rejects me, it'll be worse than being eaten alive. What is courage? We have to head to the direction of the Ether Mine or Satoral Marsh and protect Ewan from harm. We have Elegant Marin or the Hungry Volf. Pick your poison here. Thank you, friends. My destiny is my own now. I can count on your support if things get rough out there, right? Now, I must decide whether to go to the Ether Mine or Satoral Marsh. If I find myself in a pickle, you'll come help me, right? Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, we gotta go hunt him down, and from here he'll be in one of those two places. I'm personally going to the Ether Mine, just because I kind of want to show something off that kind of yields better results. So here in Ether Mine, we can see Ewan right over there cowering in front of Elegant Marin, the very unique monster that tried to chase us down last time we were here. How did you notice me from this distance? I was just standing here. But anyway, we have to fight this thing to even get Ewan back. But anyway, and it's a good thing that we're actually coming back for this, because this is the very unique monster that we couldn't go after beforehand because it was a little bit too high level for us. Not so anymore. It went from going from a yellow, portrait like last time to now it being blue. I want Ryan to have more tension. And oh god, playing as Charla here is just so boring. I kind of wish I was playing as somebody else here, but jeez, I at least want Charla to get some of the contributions because she's not gonna get very much in the upcoming future. So. Oh, man. At least she's good for ether damage. And I've completely run out of things to say, but A lot of that's mostly just because this thing is just so close to death anyway. And it's not really doing any damage to us at all, so I'm kind of just hanging back and I'm just letting them do all the work. And we are done. Elegant Marin down. Let's see what you drop. We got an Affinity Coin because you're a unique monster. Empress Arms and Empress Plate. That's actually pretty good. Well, if you actually fought and killed this thing during your trip to the Ether Mine, which, if you did defeat it, good on you. Anyway, we can talk to Ewan and complete the quest right now, or we can just do what I'm going to do and trade with him.
How's it going?
You want to trade? Yes. So, when a person changes locations, like here, or, Satoral Marsh, or even Bionis Lake for that matter, Ewan will have different pieces of equipment. We have the Hard Pincer, Cute Orchid. This is not really one of the rare items for collectibles for Colony 6, if you ask me. I have 7 of them, so it's not really that great. And we get the Grand Boots. So overall, not really that great, but these are actually better than what he offers in Satoral Marsh, which is why I wanted to come here. Anyway, let's talk to him.
How's it going?
I could have handled that. I didn't need your help. Anyway, I feel brave enough to give my book to Matriana now. Thank you. I bet you did. And well, Ewan might not have a quest for us this time, but I want to check over here. So we get Red Lettuce. I think that's a Colony 9 collectible. The Black Chip. That's the one thing I was missing from the Ether Mine. Anyway, Ewan might not have a quest for us, but Matriana sure as hell does. So let's go ahead and talk to her.
Me.
Hello there. She's getting Mike Wazowski'd by Ryan. No. Are you the people who were helping out Ewan? I want to paint a picture for Ewan as wonderfully written as his book. You look troubled. Is something worrying you? We'll hear you out. Tell us what's bothering you. The thing is, I don't have all the materials I need to make paints. And I'm in the middle of an artist's funk, you might say. Could you help me out? Matriana, this is amazing. What are you going to say to him? I'm dying to find out. I can't tell you. It's a secret. I'm still deciding how best to express my feelings on canvas. But don't worry, Charla. By the time you return with that, with what I need, I'll have made up my mind. If you say so, Matriana. But remember, follow your heart. I'll need one of the following materials to paint my picture. A lake drop from the Bionis leg, or a nasty weed from Satoral. I will have decided how best to paint the picture when you return. Matriana's answer. We get a mystery reward for this. We can either get the lake drop or the nasty weed. I'm sorry, you'll have to go so far to get them. Be careful. You can count on us. We will get it done. I know you can handle it. I'm just here to make a good impression. Don't put yourself down. I can't do it by myself. I need your help too. Anyway, yeah, so here. This brings me to something that I actually wanted to talk about earlier. And that is, if you completed Imaginations Tempered instead of Spirits Raised on Bionis Leg, this entire quest chain, starting with Ewan up to this point, is completely inaccessible. You cannot do the side quest unless you have actually completed the Spirits Raised path. Because if you completed Imaginations Tempered, you would have gotten a leg drop, therefore you wouldn't be able to, access this part. And speaking of the lake drop, that's exactly what I'm going for here. Because you can just tell based on the name Nasty Weed that if you complete that, the reward for it isn't really a reward at all, but in reality is horrible. This is one of those side quests that you want to go for this route because, yeah, let's just say the other route doesn't exactly give you a good look on the affinity chart. Anyway, I got the lake drop. Alright, we got the lake drop for you, and let's not Mike Wazowski you any further.
Me.
And Ryan's here to do it anyway. Okay, never mind. You brought me a lake drop. This is exactly what I need to finish off my painting. I'll just add the finishing touches. Will you wait here while I finish? There, all finished. Please give this to Ewan. I do hope he likes it. I put my whole heart into it. The beautiful portrait. And now we gotta go deliver this to Ewan, because of course we have to.
How's it going?
Is that Montriana's painting? So she's answering me with a painting. Only a creative, talented woman such as her would think of that. Let me take a closer look. It's brilliant! I can feel its warmth and kindness exploding from the canvas. Quick, I need you to go and tell Montriana that I love it. Tell her I will come see her later on. Why can't you just go over there and do it, man? Like, come on. Alright. Yeah, that should be a better angle. What did he say? How did he react to the portrait? I hope Ewan and I can be happy together, just like in the portrait. Good. It was our pleasure. Right. It was well worth the effort. I don't know how to thank you. Maybe one day I can paint you and your friends together. 700 experience with a Blaze Attack 2. And we get Shaping History. Since I have no idea what that achievement is for, it's going to be on screen right now. Next up, let's go ahead and talk to Gorman here. Gorman, old pal, let's see what you got. However, I don't exactly think this is exactly what I need for this. No, it is not. I need Rhine. Alright, Gorman, what do you got? Before you go back inside, quick. We're going to make Colony 6 the best colony that was ever built. But do you know what we need to make sure this happens? I'm all ears. Rhine, look at the other person in the eye when you talk to them. The eyes are the window to the soul. Arrgh, I'm looking. Nope, didn't get a thing. Rhine, the youth of today, bah! You don't know anything. You can't just dig up the land and erect buildings willy-nilly. It's like wounding the Bionis' body and rubbing salt in the wound. We have to conduct a ceremony to bless the land. During the ceremony, a divine rock is placed upon the land. Blessing the land will make it strong and prosperous forever. This old guy doesn't half go on, does he? Foolish child. I'm old and old people drivel on. You young'un should know this. The older you get, the longer you blather on at people. Why not try it sometime? Ha! You wouldn't stand a chance. A Thorn is as old as you, and you don't hear him going on. I'll pass, old-timer. You've got me beat. Give that old fart 10 years. He'll be begging me for tips. Back to my point. You've got yourself a mission. Go collect a piece of the rock found at the peak of Spiral Valley. It's exactly what we need. For the restoration, we get Spike 3 gem with 680 experience for this. We have to collect the divine rock from the top of Spiral Valley on the Bionis leg. Good decision. You show much potential, my young companions. But listen, there's a vicious monster in that area. I would know. I saw the nasty fella on my way here. Get yourself some dynamite from the mine. I'll blast a safe route for you. Making a new path. Collect 3 sticks of dynamite from the ether mine. Right then, go find us a divine rock. No sweat, we'll be done before you know it. Yeah, I'll help too. So yeah, we have to grab the dynamite from the mine, because as you might expect, guess who is blocking the way to the top of Spiral Valley? If you guessed Immovable Gonzalez, you would be very much correct, and that thing will destroy us the very second we even get close to it. So yeah, we gotta keep our wits about us. Anyway, the 3 sticks of dynamite are all found here along the beaten path in the ether mine. Nothing that we've seen here that's really new, so I'm just gonna go through and collect these things. Here's one of them in Test Bit 4. Just before the storage depot, we can find this piece of dynamite. And the last one can easily be found near Glowmoss Lake. So we're gonna go ahead and come on up here and nab that one. We can technically see it just behind this wall. We're just gonna come on up all the way through and come back through here. And there it is. So with that done, we're gonna head to Bionis Leg. Alright, now that we're here, we have Mr. Immovable Gonzalez himself blocking the way. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna jump all the way down into the windy cave. Because what we're gonna do here is that we're just gonna go on and climb up the entire freaking mountain. Reminds me of Spiral Mountain in Banjo-Kazooie, a game I've unfortunately never completed before. In fact, I actually have a really nasty history with that game. Oh, I'm missing a step here. Yep, we have to talk to Gorman.
Who's this?
Safety first, youngins. Hand over the dynamite. I'll blast you a new route to get to the top of the valley. Phew, I managed to blast you a new route without killing myself. Want to know where I opened up the new route? Head in front of the bottom of Spiral Valley and climb Spiral Rock. The blocked path is now open to travel up and down. If you don't want to fight that monster, take the new route. And now, that completes that quest. So now we have to go and actually do the Divine Rock part. Which means we gotta go through that little route, so I guess I'll see you back. And we are pretty much back. Here's the blasted path. Yeah, so, as I was saying earlier, yeah, I've never actually completed Banjo-Kazooie before in my life. In fact, I actually have a really nasty story involving that game. But first, we're here. This is Spiral Valley, and we are right behind Immovable Gonzalez. So I kind of want to go ahead and show you guys something, you know, kind of interesting about this monster. If we get really close to it, yeah, it's actually damaging us. This is our first example of a spike, and it's actually, it'll actually tell you that it has a spike in its portrait. This is not a thing in the original version, and I'm glad they changed it for the definitive edition because, oh my god, that sucks. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and climb all the way up here to the top of Spiral Valley. I almost said Spiral Mountain because I was on my Banjo-Kazooie tangent. But that actually brings me up to Banjo-Kazooie, and that is, to sum it up, I basically went through and completed the entire first world. Tried to save and quit, thinking I can just come back and complete it at a later time. And then by doing that, I triggered the bad ending of the game, and that demoralized me so much to the point where I put it down and never played it again. Yeah, with how much people really like that game, I wouldn't be surprised if I get a bunch of angry comments over it. But you know what? I'll let it happen. I'll let it happen. Let's remove the rock. This has to be the Divine Rock. Alright, Gorman, you cheer and dance all you want.
Who's this?
Woo! Let me see. Yes, it is the rock we need. With this, the construction of our colony has the Bionis' blessing. Well, that's that. Don't get so excited. Time will tell whether the colony will survive. Well, that's a grim way to end things off. Anyway, we got a Spike 3 gem. And experience. And looks like we're down there. I don't know how exactly this quest was not in my notes, but it's not. So let's go ahead and talk to Olga here.
Well,
Good to see you again. I'm in a spot of bother. I'm here to listen. Yeah, what's the story? I'm happy to be back and all, but it makes me think. I like to start up a chemist's. I used to own one before, you see. I'll need to make some remedies before I do anything else. But I don't have all the ingredients to make my all-purpose medicine. I figured you lot get around so you can get them for me. With a chemist up and running, the residents will be relieved. We need your tried and tested remedies again, Olga. That's why I have to do it. And I won't have to worry so much about you getting hurt. So you'll help me. I need 3 items to make my all-purpose medicine. I need a chewy radish, 2 red durians, and a serious anemone. Thanks. We have everything except the serious anemone. That thing is a pain in the ass. You'll have to cover a lot of ground to find them all. But I know you can do it. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Don't forget about me, Charla. Now let's get this sorted together. Of course. I know you'll do it or die trying. Isn't that right, Ryan? Alright, let's go hunt down the serious anemone because it's going to be a royal pain otherwise. Wait. Wait. I guess it won't be a pain to find after all. We have level 26 bunker wisps here. Yeah, these guys are crazy powerful. Also, there's a heart-to-heart there. But good luck actually getting it. Right here is a serious anemone that we needed. Meaning we have everything that we need. Alright, Olga, we got everything you needed.
Well,
You found all of them. Now the sick can get some help. I guess I'll be helping the needy and the fakers too. Haha. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, it was well worth the effort. This isn't much, but the elderly residents had a whip around. They really appreciate having remedies to ease their ailments. And with that quest completed, recovery up 2. And well, I think that'll about do it for today. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're gonna head back to Colony 9 and see what has changed over there. See you guys then.